What's going on, Misfit family? I told you I was going to come back and talk to you about the journey, what I've been up to, right, why I've been gone for so long. All right, so we're going to start taking you through that journey little by little. So here we go. There I was. Every great story starts with there I was, right? So back in June of 2020, June of 2020, I was sitting over, really not even just June of 2020, a few months before that, around March of 2020. I was sitting over there in my CSS office in Abu Dhabi working for Northrop Grumman. Yes, I was working CSS. For those of you security forces folks who would have never thunk it. So I was sitting there and I was watching the world literally go to shit, right? The pandemic had kicked off. Political tensions have been there for a minute, but the pandemic just, made it worse. Racial tensions, same with racial tensions, they've been there, but the pandemic made it worse. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, everything is, there's so much divisiveness, right? So many people being, instead of coming together, right? We're letting our differences separate us. And, Misfit Leadership's vision is to create an environment where our differences are celebrated, right? And the status quo decimated, and that wasn't happening. So I felt like something needed to be done. And so I decided to quit my job in Northrop Grumman and come home to start a business with the family, right? Yes, I know some of you guys are like, ooh, you starting business with family, you're not supposed to do business with family, right? All right, so I decided to go against that for several reasons. And we'll probably have a different, video for where we talk about family and how that has gone and how it's going, right? Obviously some bumps, but the primary reason I wanted to start the business with the families because I wanted to start a business that was able to bring people together. Bring people together, and in my experience, especially in the military, the times when I've been most successful, whether it be a team I'm leading or just a team I'm on, is when we are operating in a family environment, right? That love, that genuine trust, that genuine respect is there, right? That's when we operate at its best. And I wanted to create a business and a company that was modeled around that type of environment, right? And what better way to embody that and to demonstrate that by actually starting business with my family. So came home to start the business with the family, and we wanted to make sure we brought people together, right? So the mission that we put together is threefold. Number one is bring people together. Number two, empower small businesses. And number three, invest in communities. So if it doesn't do one of those three things, we don't do it. And our motto is let all that we do be constructive, be edifying, done for good, done in love, and let it be done together. All right. And so with all those things, right, we were sitting down and I'm like, what are we going to call this thing? Right? What are we going to call this thing? And then my sister was like, La Cool. Right? And I'm like, I like it. And so our family is Haitian, both of our parents, born and raised in Haiti. I used to speak Creole really good. I'm not that good now. I can still understand it, but I got to work on my game. Right? But the word Lakou in Haitian Creole stands for courtyard. And the Lakou system in Haiti, they used it when they came out of slavery. When they freed themselves and won their independence, they used the Lakou system. And what the Lakou system was, where extended families and some businesses would operate and live around a shared courtyard. And they would support each other. And they would come together in this courtyard, in this Lakou, and they would sing, they would dance, they would eat good food, have good times. They would fight and argue, because family does that. But they would use this Lakou as a source of support and a place to come together. And so we want to bring that same concept, right, to South Jersey, and as we grow and build up to the rest of the country and hopefully the world. And so that's what we've been doing here over the past, what's it been, 6, 7, 8 months. That's what we've been working on, right? So what do we have? All right, so we launched in December, around New Year's Eve. We have 10,000 square feet, 10,000 square foot building that used to be a catering hall, right? And we have 4 acres of land. Right? So we have two ballrooms and a bar, which we'll continue to use for events, right? Your weddings, your bar mitzvahs, your sweet 16, right? Your graduation party, your birthday showers, your baby showers, right? Whatever you can imagine using it for. But we also want to make sure we keep it available for small businesses, right? So if somebody needs to launch a product or have some type of event, whether it be a fashion show or something of the sort, right? We want to bring that to the community and make it available. We also have a commercial kitchen, 2,000 square feet of kitchen space that is beautiful and massive. So our goal with the kitchen is we're gonna have, we just ordered a whole bunch of kitchen equipment, and we're gonna have it set up to where 2 to 3 different operations can be operating at the same time simultaneously, right? So we'll have, if you're a startup food service or restaurant, you won't have to go spend the tens of thousands of dollars or the hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a storefront or a building and do all that to get rolling. You can come to Laku and we got you. Right. We're also going to use the 4 acres of land. We're going to set up some nice outdoor seating. All right, we're going to work towards getting a nice beer and wine garden out there, and we're going to have some food trucks on the lot. All right, and so ultimately, we want this whole thing to be about bringing people together, investing in small businesses, right, empower small businesses, and investing in communities. Right, we're using all that. But my favorite part, right, is our business development aspect of the business, right? Misfit leadership wouldn't be Misfit leadership if we're not doing something to develop, to train, and mentor people, right? And so what we know and understand is that people often have great ideas, they often have great vision, but they don't always have the resources, right, and the training and the knowledge and experience to execute that vision and make it come to life. So what we're doing at Laku is we're going to develop comprehensive programs that provide training, right, mentorship, education, and provides resources to help people, right, and get their vision and their ideas executed, right, from A to Z. We're going to provide that service, right. So these are all the things that we're doing here. That's why I've been so out of pocket, right. And it's been such a journey. So when I tell you it's been a humbling experience. It's been a struggle, right. That's for sure. I find myself working nonstop. I'm up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to try to keep the workout routine going. And then, I sleep late, but I'm up early, keep it going. And when I get tired, the vision, right, and what we're doing, the purpose, starts to give me energy and it drives, man. I find myself doing things I never thought I would have done. Just the other day, about a couple weeks ago, I was ironing tablecloths, right? We got, tablecloths, getting ready for events. I'm currently studying to get my food manager certification so we can get our kitchen inspected and approved by the health department, right? So I'm cramming through this book to get, and I don't cook. I don't be cooking, right? I won't be cooking, right? Just so y'all know, I won't be cooking, right? You don't have to be afraid, right? I'm getting the food manager certification so we can get the kitchen approved, right? So that other people can come use it, right? And they'll also get the food manager certification, and we'll take them through that onboarding process. So it's so much that we're doing. It's so much. It's such a good time. It's such a tough time, right? But it's been a blessing. It's been a real blessing. So I'm going to continue to make different videos to bring you guys up to speed and bring you along the journey. So make sure you comment in the comments, ask any questions that you would like me to cover, any topics about the journey that you would like me to cover. With Laku, we're working on getting ready to bring in investors, right? Because we've been going through the process of figuring it all out, and we're just about at that point, which is actually sooner than I expected. But we're bringing that together, and that'll be available soon. But we do have a crowdfunding campaign, so please help us out. Our goal is 1 million followers and $1 million, right? Our goal is to, we're proving what we can do when people come together, right? So all we ask them, a couple dollars, $10, $20, and spread the word and share it and subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? And that's all we're doing right now. So subscribe to Misfit, subscribe to Laku Events, right? Help us reach our goal, and stay tuned because we are gonna bring you along this journey. All right.